246 people have been released from their mandatory 14-day quarantine inside 3 Taiwan facilities. They were held there after returning from the Chinese city of Wuhan on what has been Taiwan's first and only evacuation flight so far.
The released evacuees all tested negative for COVID-19, and even so, they've been asked to wear a face mask outdoors at all times for the next 14 days.
After 14 days in quarantine, 246 of those on Taiwan's first evacuation flight from Wuhan are free to go. All of them, young and old, emerged with face masks. They said it was good to be going home.
还可以啊，很好啊。
那吃住方面呢？
都很好，很满意。
有时候觉得不方便，或者是
没有，这个是大家配合，大家互相配合一下，相当好。
The first group of Wuhan evacuees arrived in Taiwan late at night on February 3rd. With the exception of one passenger who was later diagnosed, everyone on the flight has been released from quarantine. But not all restrictions have been lifted. They were tested one last time before release and will now have to perform what's called independent health management for 14 days.
他们是回去就是居家自主健康管理。
After they get home, they'll have to do independent health management. Our hope is that they'll avoid crowded public spaces. If they do need to go out, they must wear a mask. And if they experience any symptoms, they must inform us.
那么值得欣慰的是，他们的健康状况都良好。
It's gratifying that they are in fine health. We'll continue following up with them and encouraging them to look after their own health properly. We're very grateful to have had their full cooperation during the security process. I also think that Taiwan's experience with this case is worth sharing with the world.
Also on Tuesday, President Tsai Ing-wen received and thanked a delegation of permanent representatives to the UN. She also once again appealed to the global community for Taiwan's inclusion.
政治因素不应该凌驾健康的权利。台湾就在这一次。
Political issues should never override the right to health. Taiwan is on the front line in dealing with the current outbreak and should not be excluded from that network. Taiwan's participation in the WHO would help ensure that we bring the epidemic under control in a much faster and more efficient manner. Taiwan will keep working toward this goal. It is therefore our hope that our diplomatic allies will continue to voice support for Taiwan and endorse our involvement.
Taiwan's Central Epidemic Command Center lodged an appeal of its own. It said the 246 evacuees enjoyed a clean bill of health and that there was no need for the public to fear or ostracize them.